for, I believe it's...
I think it's 3 months or about... It's not 40 games anymore. That's why.
15 weeks. Is it? No.
I know it's three months. So about 12 to 15 weeks.
14 weeks. 14 weeks,
okay,
if
cool,
I'm
cool.
not wrong. It's going to be 14 weeks, and...
that would be our spring season, right?
That is going to be spring season.
Yeah.
So then, after that, they're going to go into the playoffs. Oh, no,
right.
I think after that, it goes into the summer season.
We have some finals first. Do we have a final game? I think we have a finals.
We might have a final.
Well, I guess only time will tell.
Yeah, so we'll confirm that and check with you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
And of course, for those of you guys who are watching from Singapore and Malaysia, we have a wager and win.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, we have a wager, not wager and win.
It's
a question of the night.
day.
GPL question of the night.
I thought we had a...
the night, yeah. I was going to say we have wager and win. I did actually say we have wager and win, but we don't. So we have a GPL question of the night.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking about that later on. And you guys can stand a chance to win 300 Garena shells. So we're going to start the game right now. And it looks like AHQ is going to go with the first ban, as well as the first pick of the night.
Sweet, so they'll be playing blue side. They'll be playing blue side. Okay,
so
excellent.
KLH gets second ban and second pick twice in a row.
Twice in a row. I don't know how they feel about that.
But there are benefits about getting second.
You get the last pick, so that's wonderful. So then we're going to go straight into Champion Select now, and let's see what the teams want to do. First ban coming out from AHQ is that Evelyn. Getting rid of her early. We saw that in game 1 as well.
Right.
Oriana, KLH has decided no more Oriana for us.
They don't want to deal with that anymore.
No more.
No.
And so
Enough of that. Enough of that.
No more.
Robotic woman.
I mean, safe to say, she is still one of the best picks in the game. Nothing has changed
Lee
for her.
Sin and Lee Sin has been a really, really common ban.
He can play top, he can play mid, he can play jungle. What's not to love about that man? Kha'Zix as well.
Blitzcrank getting banned out there. You know what I'm surprised has not been banned?
What?
Zed. I want to see Zed play.
I heard Zed is mad with the Black Cleavers and
with
stuff.
With Black Cleaver, I feel like
I heard
Zed
he's mad.
really, really strong.
I saw one.
I want to see Zed being played.
Yeah.
Rengar has not been banned.
Oh, it's because I think he's still the nerf, right?
Quite a lot of nerfs, but you see him being banned in
still, yeah, that's true.
In the Korean tournament. So
yes.
They've left Rengar open, and I'm kind of surprised. It seems like over here in Southeast Asia, people have forgotten the power of Rengar. Come on, bring him out. Show them the power of Rengar.
And AHK decided, you know what? We're going to do the same thing in the previous game. We're going to first pick that Shen in our arsenal. And to be honest, that Shen in the previous game against KLH was really effective.
It was.
It was. So let's see if Kill Hunters, if Tainted Ones will have an answer aside from Vladimir against Shen.
Rengar. Take Rengar.
Take Rengar.
Rengar.
Because Rengar always lets his fingers do the talking. KLH has decided.
Let's see what they decide to go with. Though.
Yeah.
You know what? Are we really interested to see?
What?
Elise in top lane. I've been watching a lot of the Korean scene, and
they love it. They love it.
Noon has been playing Elise in the top lane, and he is sick with Elise.
I mean, then again,
the damage that he does. I mean, you can build tanky. You see the typical build that he goes for Elise is Shurelias and Warmogs.
Yeah.
And with those two tanky items, he's still putting out insane bursts because Elise does
it's all percent damage. It's all percent
so
damage.
All these champions that deal percentage damage
can afford to build tanky. Yeah, that's right. Guild Hunters, although they decided pick up Leona. Leona in the bot lane so much better with Cho'Gath probably in jungle. I can see that as viable because those ganks are going to be really awesome with Cho'Gath and Leona.
Very, very strong AoE stuns there from the two of them because Leona's going to be able to use her Dawn.
I'm liking this idea of picking up that Zyra as a counterplay because Zyra kind of disengages all this kind of a lockdown mechanics.
Zyra is the ultimate disengager for tower dives, especially because landing Zyra's ult offensively is not easy. People can walk out of it and stuff, but landing it defensively when they're coming towards you, it covers a huge area. And you don't want to get knocked up into the air when you're getting hit by the turret.
At all,
you do not. Add on to that the fact that she's got her entangling, her grasping vines.
Yeah, the grasping vines.
There's a lot of stuff that they can do to prevent tower dives as Zyra. And then you've got a slippery champion like Ezreal. Paired up with Shen, who's going to shield you. It's going to be tough to dive that bot lane.
AHQ is counter-picking very smartly, and I like that.
They want to go for Varus again.
The Varus Leona is nice. I mean, no doubt
it's intent on it, on making Varus work.
I guess, I mean, it's no secret that Varus actually is a strong champ.
Right.
But they haven't been making it that full potential in the previous game. We didn't see Taric go on the offensive. Of course, it's hard to go offensive on Ezreal. Maybe this time with Leona, with a longer range kind of engage, might work in their favor. I don't know.
It could work out. I mean, I still feel like Varus hasn't really done that well for them, especially against Ezreal.
Not really.
I feel like he's too mobile. It's so hard to land your chains of corruption.
Up against Ezreal, for sure.
Yeah. And I don't feel like Varus is such a great pick against Ezreal, honestly.
Yeah.
So let's see what they decide to do with Varus this time.
Okay.
He didn't build Hurricane last time.
No, he didn't. Actually, I think he went Bloodthirsters as well, so that wasn't like the best idea, I guess.
Right.
HQ down to the last 2 picks. And with KLH picking up that Jarvan, one can only tell what kind of crazy chaos he can do with the AoE lockdowns.
So this time around, they want to go for the Jarvan.
They want to go for the Jarvan.
Are they going to go with Jarvan at the top lane? Or are they going to go with
one of
Jarvan
them, I think it's Shen is going to go into the jungle for AHQ here. They picked up Irelia. So...
You know what's interesting about Irelia nowadays?
What?
She's been building Nashors.
Oh.
I've been watching people build like Stinger on Irelia.
Really? I have not seen that, yeah. How does that work out?
The attack speed is pretty decent.
Okay.
They like to build that up on her nowadays. But I'm not sure what they're gonna
Sounds interesting. I have not seen that.
No, they build Stinger, and then is that a new item that Stinger builds into?
Zephyr?
Yeah, Zephyr. Is that the one?
That's
yes,
the one,
they
Zephyr.
build Zephyr on her to stack the tenacity.
Oh yeah, correct. Zephyr. Yeah, I know. I've seen that.
So they go Zephyr and then they go Frozen Mallet.
The tanky
items. So
I have seen that.
Nashors. Oh
I was thinking, wow, Nashors.
I've just made myself like sound extremely bad at this game. But yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. It builds into the Zephyr.
The Zephyr, right?
And the tenacity on that thing is great. I mean, it just pairs up.
Oh man, another mid farming game is gonna be Morgana and Nivea, and I think this is gonna be pretty interesting to see.
So it's gonna be looks like Tainted Ones, who's their top laner. He's gonna go Cho'Gath.
Cho'Gath on the top lane up against Shen. It's gonna be
against Irelia.
Oh, against Irelia on the top lane. Sorry, my bad.
Cho'Gath versus Irelia is a very even matchup. I don't really see either one pushing each other out because Cho'Gath's got a lot of sustain.
Yeah.
And Irelia doesn't have the damage. Irelia really once her what do you call it? Her W ability runs
the hit
out.
and strike.
Once her hit and style runs out, she doesn't really put out that much DPS anymore.
Right, yeah.
And Cho'Gath is gonna have enough health to last through the hit and style, and he's got enough sustain to get back into the lane perfectly fine.
Yeah,
so I don't think that it's going to be either one of them.
It's going to be a farm fest.
Yeah, it's going to be a farm fest at top lane. Obviously, who comes in with the stronger ganks will matter a lot. Jarvan's going to be able to put out more lane pressure early on, just by virtue of him having that.
Jarvan.
Yeah, being Jarvan.
Being
Jarvan, he's the king.
He's the king.
He's not the king.
He's the prince of Demacia. Come on, props to the man.
The fresh prince of Demacia.
And Shen needs to level up. He doesn't clear jungle as fast, I feel.
Yeah, he's going to be a bit slower than Jarvan. Jarvan's going to have that flag.
But at 6,
Demacian standard.
At 6, Shen will be quite beastly in the jungle. I like Shen jungles for one reason, because at 6, they can continue to farm and then just come in for the ult.
And it's like, go to lane? Why do I need to walk to the lane when I can just teleport to the lane? Who wants to walk to the lane? We just go like,
You just pray and go to your spot. Who cares, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go game 2 of 3.
Right.
Game 2 of 3.
Game 2 of 3. So don't tune out after this match. We've got 3 matches. I know you guys are used to just 2 matches a night on the GPL, but this time around we've got 3 matches, and the next match is going to be very exciting. But let's concentrate on what's going on here.
That's right.
AHQ Esports Club going up against the KL Hunters. KL Hunters lost the first game of the night against the Bangkok Titans, so I'm sure they are hungry and thirsty for blood here. They're going to want to prove themselves. They just signed a contract.
Yeah, they just
an hour ago or 2 hours ago.
2 hours ago, yeah.
Let's not see them lose their jobs. Just they won't. They won't. We're gonna keep them. Keep them around.
Keep them around. Keep them around. All right. So we're into game.
Fire anyone if they lose.
We're into game. HQ Esports Club against Kuala Lumpur Hunters. Something a bit wonky about resolution. Not sure what happened to it. And there.
I think they'll be able to fix that up.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, everything's
I like our new Dragon and Baron timers.
I haven't even looked at it.
Have you seen that? Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. We have a new layout. I didn't even realize that.
So good.
So lovely new layout there. It looks really...
KL Hunters going in now. The first game, they were at their red brush. Now they're all mid.
Right.
They like sticking together as a team.
Ooh, Ezreal there poking.
Getting poked. So we don't know much about AHQ except that I think they were runner-ups at the regional qualifiers for in Taiwan.
Oh yes, I heard about that. And I love their name, Mr. Albus.
Mr. Hello, I'm Mr. Albus.
Mr. Albus, would you stop poking that Leona?
There's some missing shots, Mr. Albus. Why certainly. Why certainly. So it's just
Mr. Albus will be making his way down to the bottom lane.
But they know that KLH has placed that ward there at their Wraith area.
And it is good. I mean, Mr. Albus will be accompanied by a cup of green tea.
A cup of green tea for Mr. Albus.
Yes.
What an excellent way to play the game.
So Pride's going to head up to the top lane there. Once again, we're going to see conventional laning.
Yeah, I think it might be conventional laning. It's pointing towards that direction. So Garnet Devil playing Shen for the side of AHQ Esports Club. He's going to go for the red, and this could possibly mean an early gank in the bottom lane.
Right, well, but it is really tough to gank that bottom lane. Let's have a look at what kind of CC they have. They have the Grasping Vine.
You have Grasping Vine.
So a pretty decent CC that they can use.
Yeah, they have. They have pretty much good CC, and you know, not to say the least, that the damage output is pretty okay compared to Varus Leona because they don't have that combo yet. Varus Leona needs that combo to at least generate some sort of decent damage.
But you want what you should check out? Check out this warding here.
Wow.
So aggressive. This is the Explorer ward. You can see it's running out very quickly already.
That's the 1 minute ward, right?
Yes, that's right.
Ah, the 1 minute ward.
Mr. Albus here laying down the hurt onto Shinewalker. Check it out. Let's see what items they went for here. Ezreal going Doran's Blade.
He is aggressive. He's aggressive. And you know what? I'm not surprised at it. A lot of other top tier players, I think Afro before he switched to CLG was already talking a bit about Doran's Blade being a go-to item. Not only that, it gives you that health return per attack, so it allows you to be a bit more aggressive and rewards you for being so.
Wow, that is a surprising pickup. I don't think I've seen anyone pick up Doran's Blade for the longest time. Used to be the go-to item back in Season 1. Oh, we're going to see a little bit of damage coming down onto Albus here.
Oh my goodness.
First blood gets picked up there. Sorry about that. Action going on in both lanes here. Yeah, it looks like Shen went all the way up to the top lane there.
Nicely done there. He picked up his blue and decided, I'm going to, you know, gank that lane.
Engaging against Green Tea. Green Tea's got the exhaust down on him, but Mr. Albus is holding up Shinewalker. He wants to go in there. He's gonna sacrifice himself.
But I think it's worth it because you know he took out the AD while in this case the support.
You know what makes it worth it? The fact that he took out the AD was pretty worth it, but the fact that he's gonna lose this wave. This is about 2 waves worth, as well as the cannon minion. And this is gonna hurt Shinewalker.
Well, so that was a very nice play there by Mr. Albus.
Mr. Albus.
He's doing some really nice plays there and getting that flash with that final attack.
Pride's here, he managed to pick up that early lead with the first blood, and he's gonna try to hold on to it. You see here how he's holding the wave right next to his turret. And he misclicks
that that strike.
Oh, did he jump on the wrong?
He jumped on the wrong creep and then he burned the cooldown.
That actually wastes a little bit of the CS there.
Yeah, oh man.
So a bit of a mess up there by Pride.
That blade surge.
But look at his CS
Albus coming back here and he's picking up that long sword and with some pots. Not going for that boots at all. And Shen here waiting for the gank, just waiting to go on. Look at that Garnet Devil sitting patiently. And you know, he'll never see this
There's a gank coming on both sides. I don't know which one to look at. Top lane and bottom lane. Which one's going to come in here? I'm just going to look at whether they go in for this one. He's waiting for that stun. Oh, they're going in at bottom lane. The taunt goes down. Look at the damage onto Shinewalker. Here they come, going for the kill. Prize with a very, very nice juke. Yes.
Oh, very nice juke.
He used the blade surge there and totally juked out Red Hot Rays.
Oh, nicely done, nicely done. Volley, that you're saying that burst. We just swung there for a few seconds, but that burst, mad powerful.
It was crazy. How much damage did they come up with there? And what did Zyra pick up? Zyra's already got her Philosopher's Stone very, very early there.
Uh-oh. This cannot be good. Morgana and Jarvan coming into that top lane.
They want blood, and are they going to be able to get it? Having a little bit of trouble.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, getting away from a 3-man gank.
and getting away with murder.
What is this sorcery?
It's so good. It's so AHQ really outplaying them mechanically in the laning phase. I can only expect so much in that. Wow, in that team fight later on.
Check that out. Sheen on Irelia as the first item.
He's going to go for the aggression, just bypassing that phage. Wonderfully done, wonderfully done. And you know, Sheen is going to make his output so much more. This could give him the advantage by killing, to kill Toga.
Oh, Walen's going in on Mr. Albus there, but he's taking a fair bit of poke himself. They try to switch targets over onto
Mr. Albus, he was so calm in that fight.
Yeah, he didn't panic at all.
He didn't panic, he didn't burn all that stuff. He went for auto attacks. Mystic shot after mystic shot after mystic shot.
Right.
Very nicely done there.
He knew how to keep up the pressure. I mean, the minute he saw that the targets had switched, they started switching targets over the green tea, and he knew that that was the opportunity for him to put on the damage. And that's a mistake a lot of AD carries make, you know. They don't know how to, when they're trading, they don't, when their support is getting focused, they don't put out harass as well, which is what you have to be doing. When your support is being focused, you need to be down there putting in the damage.
Yeah, he made it a worthwhile trade-off for the team. So big props to both Green Tea and Mr. Albus. They're doing great in that lane.
So let's talk a little bit about the team composition that we've got going on here. KLH has very, very nice AoEs there.
They do. They can
have
chain it up.
a whole team that can put down AoE damage. And like you're saying, they can chain it up alongside Golden's Morgana.
Yep, and Chain of Corruption. Those two things together can last about a 4 to 5 second CC total.
They have a lot of things that they can play around with.
I mean, wow, yeah. Just looking at it, Solar Flare, Soul Shackles, Chain of Corruption, and just Ruptures all around. Makes it pretty decent. The only saving grace, though, I think AHQ has right now is the fact that Irelia is going to negate a lot of that.
Right, and they have a very, very thick front line there. They've got Shen and Irelia. Add on to that the fact that they've got great disengages in the form of Zyra, as well as the wall from
Anivia. Oh, yeah.
Going to be able to put down the her ult as well. That's going to zone them out. So lots of stuff that Anivia can do there. A Glacial Storm.
For sure, for sure. And you know that it's going to come down really to who has the better teamfight mechanics and who engages first. Obviously, to me, I would think that KLH has the better engage. But if they let that Irelia snowball hard, she's going to be able to do those dives in the mid-game with ease. And her engage power will just be that significant in the game.
Look at Tainted Ones here. He's being really bullied.
He's really looking like Bones at the moment.
He is. He's bare bones here. He's 41 CS, up against 64.
With a kill on top of that.
Moving out a little bit there. Pride tries to get in a little bit of harass there. Over at the bottom lane, though, we're going to see Shinewalker pushing up quite aggressively here. He knows that he can be aggressive because he has sustained from the Bam Scepter as compared to Mr. Albus. Mr. Albus, he's only got his Longsword and a Doran's Blade. So item-wise, he's a little bit behind, but I'm sure that's because he hasn't gone shopping yet.
He hasn't.
He's got 800 gold saved up. He's got 1,800, sorry, saved up.
So that's good. He'll be able to get that level 2 boots, plus finish up that Bam Scepter if he chooses to.
Prize is still dominating that top lane, and I think because of that, we're going to see Red Hot Rays coming in to try to solve that problem that they're having over the top lane.
I'm just loving this.
This is almost like in sync. The two junglers are always in sync with the gank timing. Shen coming in here at the bottom, while Red Hot Rays went all the way up top. So, but both of them didn't find an opportunity, and smartly, they made the smart decision of backing up there.
So RT here in the mid lane, he's doing pretty okay for himself. He has that blue buff and the Tears of the Goddess. Probably going to build out to the Archangel staff later on, which also...
going in on Mr. Albus here. The Chain of Corruption comes in, and there we go. That disengage from Zyra, forcing them back, as well as the Shen ult to keep Mr. Albus alive.
Wow, wow.
And just when you thought that KLH was making a huge play there, in comes Shen, Garnet Devil.
We were talking about that Zyra. We were talking about that Zyra ulti. Not only did it zone away Leona from the fight, but it also managed to stop the damage coming in from Shinewalker. I mean, sorry, not only did it manage to zone Varus, but it also, you know, stopped Shinewalker from getting a kill.
Right.
Wonderful.
And the Shen ult was really on time there. I mean, that was, I think...
Perfect.
They did not expect that. I mean, and that's the thing, you know, when you're playing against somebody with globals, you gotta be prepared.
The jungler, you can't stop the jungling, you know. You can't stop that jungle ultimate. If you're a lane Shen, there is a chance you can get stunned by your lane opponent.
Right.
And then kind of disrupts that ultimate. But in the case if you're Shen jungle, the Wraiths aren't going to stun you, so no problem there.
Once here being forced to tank a big wave because of just how dominating Prides is here.
Yeah, but look at those items. Prides are still sitting on 91 creep score, and that definitely is not the only item she's getting.
Oh, they try to go in on Albus again. I don't know if they want to be so aggressive here because he is well itemized. He's got that BF sword right now.
Plus the Vamp Scepter, he can just sit there and tank that wave. No problem.
I think he'll win in a straight up fight with
Varus, yeah.
Yeah, so
Probably,
right now they
so.
have to be very, very careful. Oh,
look at that Mystic
damage.
Shot. Oh.
Very, very painful right now. And once Green Tea lands one of those
snares,
grasping vines, it's going to be trouble for them. Oh, gang coming in at the bot lane. Garnet double there. Oh, they missed that snare. That's going to be a little bit of a wasted opportunity for them.
Yeah, especially since Shen came from the back when they were least expecting it. I guess it was a good stun by the support, Leona Walayan. So current score 4-1, 60.9k, creep score 17k goal. It's a 14.6k goal. AHQ beating out.
This is a very big goal lead here early on in the game.
Especially for Irelia at the moment.
Oh, the gang coming in at the bottom lane. They try to pick up a kill. They do manage to pick up the kill on Green Tea.
Oh my goodness.
At what cost? This is going to be a 3-for-1 exchange and a double kill.
Somehow they only killed that support. They only killed out the Zyra. I mean, and you know, I love the thing I love about Zyra support is that when you're down, you're not out. When you're down, you're not out. It's so crazy. You have that passive, the Rise of the Thorns.
And they're going to pick up the dragon off of that.
Goodness gracious me.
This is a big, big advantage here for AHQ.
Not a good sign. Not a good sign for Kill Hunters at all because they have a hyper carry. They have the Irelia. And Anivia and Shen in the late game, extremely strong. I don't see any sort of equivalent to that on the side of Kill Hunters, maybe except Morgana, who has who can have lots of damage.
Look at this sneakiness by Prides. Just look at him. He's managed to get past Morgana there. They have no idea where he is. Look at the pings. They're just confused. Where on earth is that fellow?
And so the siege continues.
And I think the problem here was that KLH, they tried to gank that losing lane, but you know, when you gank a losing lane, you have to come in force. You can't come with just one extra person and
expect to come out of it. Yeah,
because Mr. Albus has that BF sword, and he's going to be putting out so much more damage than what Varus was going to be doing at that time. So when you gank a losing lane, you potentially could make it worse. You know?
Oh man, and that's money in the bank really for Mr. Albus. He's gonna go back. Look at that, pick up that Bloodthirster's, Berserker's Grease, plus the Brawler's Gloves.
And you know what? You know what? Who hasn't gone home? Pride.
Oh my god! I just realized Pride.
Pride is like, he thinks that he earns interest on his gold or something. I mean, he's sitting on
He's pretty, yeah.
What could be like a CPF fund almost? It's like 2.7k there.
So much money.
He's not going to spend it till he's of retiring age. Oh, here comes the binding. Is he going to be forced to spend his money? The fees comes in here. Almost getting down. Tainted one.
Oh my goodness.
Will go down. It's a 2v1 and he still dies there. And at the bottom lane, we're seeing just as much action going on down there.
But it wasn't worthwhile. That top lane gank was not worthwhile. Cho'Gath burned that flash and still died.
And let's look at what... Oh
my goodness.
14-minute Trinity Force, guy.
I don't need boots.
This is ridiculous. AHQ, their first game in the GPL 2013 spring season, and they are putting on a show.
What a start for them. I can't say the same for Kill Hunters. They've been getting schooled here in this game.
It is quite unfortunate. I mean, they didn't play. They just made small mistakes, but that's how it is in these high-level games.
These tournament games, yeah.
Right. I mean, you just make these small mistakes,
and you pay for it.
It is so costly. It is so costly.
Yeah.
It's all these little things that add up.
We have not seen RT make any special plays with it this game.
Oh,
so
they're gonna go in here. Wow, he doesn't even dare because Irelia is right there. They're trying to bait this out. And Irelia shows her face. The minute that Trinity Force shows, they know.
They know. And he has the boots.
Oh my, look at that. Trinity Force with the boots. The Trinity Force got nerfed a little bit, I believe. It is now more expensive than before.
It is, yeah, it is. Overall,
it has not been seeing as much action as before. But
how is Cho'Gath going to combat that in the top lane? Looks like they are fighting it out in the top lane now, Cho'Gath and Irelia.
There's no way he's going to be able to deal with a Trinity Force Irelia.
So difficult.
Just no way at all.
In the mid lane though.
Looks like HQ wants to go for this mid lane. I mean, they have the power to do it. They've got a 5k gold advantage.
And Mr. Albus just poking away.
Oh, he stunned Varus, preventing him from using that piercing arrow.
Oh, what? That is just...
Oh, he's going for the dive at the top lane. The feast goes down. And even with the tower and the feast, not going to be able to take down Prides there.
This is what happens when you're Irelia and you get Twin Force at 14 minutes. You just dominate lanes. You're making a hyper carry just do so well in that, you know, mid game.
Yeah, let's see what he picks up next. I mean, there's a couple of items that he could build into. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Randuin's being built up there.
Randuin's would be a pretty decent choice.
And the new Randuin's, it builds out of Giant's Belt, so it provides a very, very nice chunk of health.
That is true, yeah. Now it's a bit more wired in a different way.
And you can see just how aggressive they're being here. The HQ, they've managed to lock down on Mr. Albus. Mr. Albus goes down. Now Garnet double there, being locked down by the Morgana ult, but that was a poor binding there. The dark binding by Goldens was way off mark.
Well, Mr. Albus there got a bit overconfident, overzealous, and got hit by a chain.
But you know what? They managed to pick up 3/4 of the tower health there.
I guess that
and in
works
exchange
out.
for just one death, I don't.
He did get the shutdown though, so some
he
bonus
did get
goal.
shut down.
Yeah,
so
he did get a bonus
goal. Are you aware of who did that? We're gonna see
Let's just look
Irelia
at that. I think it was a Leona. It was Leona that got that kill on Mr. Albus.
Oh.
So not the best of things as well. I guess it's pretty worth it.
No, that was definitely not worth it then. I mean, it was not worth it for KLH.
Yeah, for KLH, yeah.
Because if Leona picked up that kill,
it's just not awesome. Yeah. And you know what? Now Price has decided to join the battle, and I think she might be picking up that Randuin, as you said.
Not Randuin's, because he's built a Ruby Crystal. So right now Randuin's is just built from straight from
belt.
Yeah, there's no more Heart of Gold.
Right, there's no Heart of Gold. My bad. So what do you think she's picking up with that regen beat plus Ruby Crystal?
It could be that she's going for the Legion for the early snowball.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that would make some sense for that team. They could make some early
Legion as a mid-game item is so strong.
Right,
the aura that it provides to your team.
The team benefits are just so good.
If you're going for that early mid-game push, you can just do so much with the Aegis Legion.
Definitely. And here it's going to take two of them to try to push Irelia out of lane, while the blue team, AHQ, they've decided just another free dragon. No harm, no foul. Free dragon.
Wow, 31.9k.
Oh, and RC that barely missing that wall.
That's gonna be 8,000 gold in the lead there.
Yes, it will be 8,000 gold, and that is 8,000 gold really hard to come back from. Especially in Season 3, we've seen itemization come to a whole new level where the mid-game is very important, and the early game especially. And so 8k gold, it's a lot.
Yeah, the problem here is that, Static Shiv being built up on Ezreal. That's going to be fun. You just picked that up. Okay, the problem here is that all of this gold has been focused on very important champions over on HT. You can see that it's on Irelia and Ezreal. Those two guys are going to be beasts in the mid game. I mean, Irelia, you normally talk about her in the late game, but when she picks up these items so early on,
oh man,
she's going to be just devastating. We're already here moving into the late game.
She has that gap close plus just tons of damage. She can sick onto that Varus and Morgana any day without any fear of CC. That's how beastly Irelia is.
What is she doing here? She's trying to scout out the jungle. Make sure
looking for targets to smack.
Oh.
Smackable targets, that's what she wants.
And right now, I think that she can smack anyone that she wants.
Yeah.
With the items that she's got. Look at how she just goes around the map, not giving a damn about anybody.
Yeah, man, today is her day.
Ezreal's picked up the Static Shiv there.
And now it's going to be up to the poke the poke compositions that
Oh, jumping in on Golden's spell immunity will keep him alive. Missing the Chains of Corruption again. Shine Walker has...
Oh, what was that? What was that? Did you see that?
Oh my...
I just saw death. Suddenly he just melted.
Shine Walker has not been doing really well with the Chains of Corruption, really.
No, not at all.
He hasn't been landing
marginal misses, which is not a good sign for them because it's one of the bigger CCs on their team and they need it to win those team fights.
Oh, Tainted Ones has to watch out here. They do have enough damage to burst him down. He's not that tanky. You can see he's trying to build up the Randuin's Omen. And Shine Walker here being jumped on by Irelia. Gonna pop the cleanse, but it does nothing. And you can see here how dominant HQ is. They are just able to get right into the middle of the enemy base here. And KLH can do nothing. Oh, the ult from Morgana. She dies. I think it was like there for like
a
millisecond before she died.
Just boom.
And it, you know what really sucks? She didn't pop it before she popped.
Zonya, yeah. She should have ulti and then Zonya. Would have made much more sense.
Maybe it wasn't up though. Maybe. But I don't think so. I didn't see her using it.
I doubt it. I haven't seen her use the whole game. And you know what? Because of that mistake, it looks like they're going to get away with 2 inhibitors at 22 minutes.
And things just do not look good right now.
How can the KL Hunters recover in such a devastating blow to the base?
Honestly speaking,
I don't see much hope in this one.
As much as I would like for them to have a chance here, I really don't see it.
With this in mind, you know, AHQ can just do that Baron without any contest at all.
I mean, the worst that could happen is Cho'Gath comes in with a brilliant feast, and somehow, some way, they use all of their AoEs. Like if Morgana lands her, Soul Shackle and uses her Zonias properly, they could do something, but I just don't see that happening. I mean, like the odds of that.
Right now, earlier on we saw Irelia just dive past that turret. She soaked up all the crowd controls, and to her it was like meh.
And I was wrong there. He picked up the Warmogs. So Warmogs now is a little bit different than before. It doesn't have the charges anymore. It now gives you what Fawn gives you.
Yeah, it gives all Force of Nature.
Look at how much health that is. 48 health every 5 seconds.
That's
so much
great
health.
for her.
3,200 health. They're going to go straight for the Baron. Like you were saying, they can just go for it. And what's
KLH going to do?
They're going to be powerless to stop this.
It's water, they know, and they're going to watch it. They're going to watch it burn.
And this is what's going to happen. Cho'Gath is going to try to go in there, and if he tries to go in there, he's going to
get melted.
No, he's not even going to bother. Already here, is he going to be able to land the wall?
Let wall come out.
Raise. Don't get caught out here.
Oh, and the Rupture comes in.
Nice stun there.
And you know what? HQ taking no chances. They're going to zerk that base. They're going to push it out old school. They're going to play old school, yeah.
And Leandri's Torment being picked up here by Zyra.
She's so rich.
One of the things that's really unique about Zyra as a support, and a lot of people are starting to play AP supports. I saw LeBlanc the other day being played in a Korean game. And the thing is that a lot of these AP supports are now a little bit more viable. Price is just jumping in there, going straight for Shine Walker. On the other hand, Golden's managed to get a nice ult off there. He managed to egg Artie.
But what can they do?
Mr. Albus is still in there, putting down the damage, trying to take out that turret. Price is still in the middle of it all. The Shen ult comes in. He's going to be able to survive that feast. And Wallens now is in huge trouble. Tainted Ones as well. He gets caught out there. Zyra going to use the Grasping Vines on him. And the only one left alive is Golden.
And that's it. That's it.
There is no way at all that KLH is coming.
A brilliant game here. A brilliant show of skill here for AHQ. You know, I think just
so well played there.
Yeah, just epic. Overall, HQ Esports